All right, guys, I have a good feeling about this store.
Oh.
Sweet Sally.
Gravity Falls is an animated television series that aired on the Disney Channel. The series was created by animator and real-life leprechaun Alex Hirsch. Hirsch started in the industry as a storyboard artist for the Cartoon Network series Flapjack.
I gotta have water, Flapjack!
Don't drink out of the ocean, Knuckles! Seawater makes you crazy! Look at me! I've been drinking it for hours!
You don't look crazy to me!
Really?
Eventually, Hirsch would land a job working for Disney, where he would help develop the Disney Channel series Fish Hooks.
Just promise me one thing! Never ever take that delicious costume off! Row!
I'm burning it the second the show's over! You really have good control of that fake hand.
I've been practicing!
While working at Disney, the executives saw some of his films he made while he was in college. The Disney executives asked the medieval dwarf if he had a series that he wanted to pitch, but Hirsch wasn't really into making a show for kids, so he just pitched a show that sounded too ridiculous to make. And the series got greenlit. Not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking funny.
The series came from, like, Disney called me up. They'd seen some student films I had made, and they liked them, and they asked if I would pitch anything, and I didn't really think of myself as somebody... I wasn't really interested in kids' television, because there wasn't a lot of kids' television at that time that I was very excited about as a viewer. So I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to pitch a kids' show, I'll pitch a crazy one. They'll say no, and then I'll go on somewhere else. And I pitched this just being like remembering my summers with my sister, and then just adding Grunkle Stan was sort of the thing I thought would get them to not pick up the show. It was like, let me add this pantsless Shriner who's like a felon and is really rough around the edges. And they liked it, which I wasn't expecting, and they asked for a pilot. And I came up with a shorter version of this story, which is what you remember, the original pilot. And I was just filling it with stuff that was really bizarre, like this scene with the guy being a bunch of gnomes and just goofing around, just really trying to set the tone up front. Like, if I'm gonna make a kids show, it's got to be really weird. Are you sure you want to buy this?
Yeah.
And every minute of that, I was kind of daring them to say no and cut me loose, and they unexpectedly kept saying yes. The pilot itself, I mean, we probably spend like a month in the writer's room for each episode. This one, we were working on for a few months longer because we kept putting it off because we kept wanting to change things to make them fit with where the series was headed.
Yeah.
Gravity Falls aired on the Disney Channel on June 15 of 2012. The series follows the twins Mabel and Dipper Pines, who are sent to live with their great uncle Stan, better known as Grunkle Stan, in Gravity Falls, Oregon. Stan runs a store called the Mystery Shack in Gravity Falls, which is considered a tourist attraction in the town.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold, the Sass Crotch!
While in the woods, putting up advertising signs for Grunkle Stan's shack, Dipper finds a journal that was placed in a hidden compartment in the ground.
What is all this? Unfortunately, my suspicions have been confirmed. I'm being watched. I must hide this book before he finds it. Remember, in Gravity Falls, there is no one you can trust.
The journal contains a collection of various paranormal and supernatural creatures that live in Gravity Falls. The twins embark on various misadventures in order to better understand their surroundings and trying to uncover the mysteries lurking in Gravity Falls. The series became an instant hit for the Disney Channel. The series had merchandise and even a video game on the 3DS. Because of how wildly popular the series became, it wouldn't be a surprise if a couple of people would try to emulate it, hoping they can catch the same traction as Gravity Falls. In the country of Russia, there exists a show called Vali, an educational cartoon designed to teach the viewers about the Tatar language. The basic gist of the plot is the protagonist, Vali, aka Blind Dipper, doesn't know how to speak Tatar, so his parents sent him to live with his grandmother, aka Rule 63 Soos, and he's not allowed to come back until he learns the language.
A bit extreme.
The first episode is just Vali scrolling through the village and interacting with the villagers. Later on in the episode, Vali heads to a club and encounters the Mabel clone, whose name is Alsu. Alsu says she's never seen him in the village before. Shortly after, a man on a motorcycle tells Alsu to get on. By the way, the nature of these two relationships was never stated in the episode, but this scene doesn't look too good.
Why don't you have a seat right over there?
This episode is really weird. The mom crying just because Vali doesn't know how to speak Tatar is just a little bit too overdramatic. She's crying like someone really close to her just passed away. The character designs look like they were creating some shitty bit strip app that boomers use on Facebook. Basically, this shows you're trying to ride the wave of a more popular series. What's even more funny is that Gravity Falls was released in Russia. The makers of the cartoon received a lot of criticism and decided to change the art style. But at the time of me making this video, another episode has not been released. I'm Tsunami, thanks for watching. And remember, if you're going to copy someone's homework, make sure to change it up enough so the teacher doesn't notice.
Shabam!